That is disgusting. Hey guys, how's it going? Is everybody doing good? Everybody feeling sexy? Because I know I am. So guys, check this out. I've been looking around for a bunch of different perspectives on weight loss lately. So I found this TED Talk the other day. You guys familiar with TED Talks? They're like 10 to 15 minute talks given by all kinds of people. So I found this TED Talk. It's really, really cool. It's by a lady named Anna Verhulst. Probably said that wrong. I'm sorry, Anna or Anna. Her TED Talk is titled The Recipe to Lose Weight. She's got a ton of good information in there. So Anna starts off with talking about her quest to solve a problem. And that problem in her own life was weight loss. As a 15-year-old teenager, she weighed a lot of pounds. And she found some research done by some dudes, and probably some chicks too. Chicks are smart. That stated that there are basically three kinds of problems. Simple problems, complicated problems, and complex problems. Simple problems are problems that can be solved easily and have a very high success rate. So things like putting together a dresser from IKEA or changing the oil in your car. Complicated problems are things like how to build a human being out of metal, or how to send a rocket into space. Now these are really, really complicated things to do, but they also have a pretty high success rate because they're solved by completing a series of small problems. And then you have complex problems, and complex problems are trickier because there's no standard set of instructions or directions or steps to follow to ensure success. Things like losing weight, things like parenting or raising a child, those are complex problems. So Anna suggests that weight loss is kind of like this, kind of like a complex problem. And she compares it to a recipe. Now, there's 1,000 different ways to make meatloaf. So she suggests that every single person needs to find his or her recipe for losing weight. And that recipe includes as many ingredients or as few ingredients as possible. And it's going to be different for everyone. Each dish, regardless of how it's made and regardless of the ingredients used, has the potential to work and be really, really delicious. So basically her argument is this: create your own recipe for losing weight. Use all kinds of ingredients. Try different things. Throw a little salt in there, aka exercise. Throw a little pepper in there, also known as eating healthy foods. And put a little sugar. Not sugar. So this is her argument. I highly suggest you watch her TED Talk. I'll link it below. Anna, you did a great job on that TED Talk. Let's collab. So if weight loss is a recipe and things we do to help us lose weight are ingredients, then one ingredient that I've been using lately as a motivational tool, it's this new and fresh thing that I like to call self-hero visualization, SHV. So what I've done is I've taken literature, or literature for those who are really smart. I've made myself a hero in my own story. I'm not going to say journey, even though it's called the hero's journey, but I'm not going to say journey because I don't like that word. So I'm going to say story instead. For everyone who's wanted to be a superhero like Batman, or Superman, or Bill Gates, or Johnny Five from Short Circuit, or Zach Morris, you can do this too. You can become a hero in your own life. And here's how to do it. What I've done is I've used Joseph Campbell's idea of the monomyth, or the hero's journey, to approach weight loss. Not only does this make me feel really good because I've always wanted to be a superhero and I feel really, really strong and dope, but it's so relatable in terms of weight loss because it allows you to fail and then bring something back to the ordinary world that you can share with other people. It's so good. Another thing this does for me is allow for visual motivation. As you can see, I made this. I put this on my fridge. I put this on my bedroom door. I put this anywhere I'll see it, on the bathroom door, behind the toilet, so I can see this every day and remind myself that I'm on the hero's journey and I'm the hero. And guess what, guys? I can send you this for free. So if you want a copy of this to put on your refrigerator door, then go ahead and email me. I'll put my email address below. I'll send you a free copy of this for only $5. Okay, again, this is adapted from Joseph Campbell. This is the idea of the hero's journey. So the first thing that happens in the hero's journey is the call. And this is where you get sort of an awakening, or whatever you want to call it. This is when you are called upon to be a hero or a heroine in your own journey. Okay, and this can come in the form of a realization or a photo you see of yourself that makes you look really fat. The second aspect of the hero's journey is mentors and allies. You find somebody to help you. Now this can be somebody in the form of a friend, a gym buddy, somebody on Instagram, me, or somebody that can be your ally throughout this process. The third part is crossing the threshold. This is where you go from the ordinary world of the status quo into a new and scary place. This is when you actually begin your journey. The fourth thing is the road of trials. After you cross the threshold, you're going to be met with a lot of BS. So there's going to be temptations. Okay, your courage, your strength, all that kind of stuff is going to be tested. It may feel to you like you have no hope, that you want to go back to the status quo. It's a sucky part of the journey. But then, the fifth part is the saving experience. So the saving experience happens when things are at their worst for you. You're about to dive into 15 donuts. You're about to say, hey, you know what? I'm giving up. I don't mind being fat. It's too hard to lose weight. But then you have a powerful experience or a powerful realization, or somebody gives you a leg up and you say, wait a minute. I can do this. Delicious. The sixth part of this is the transformation. This is where you start to see some of them gains show up. This transformation can be physical. It is physical if you're doing a weight loss transformation. It's also mental. This is where you start to think, I deserve this. I can do this. This is sustainable. Bring it on. The seventh part of the journey is the return. This is when you exit the special world and return to the ordinary world. But there's a new status quo and a new person because you've transformed. You see life differently because of the journey, and you treat people differently because of the journey, and you treat yourself differently because of the journey. I said I wouldn't say journey, but I've used it 600 times in the last minute. And then finally, and I think this is the most important part of the whole journey, sharing of the gift. So you get back to the regular world, everything's good, the status quo is new, you're happy, you have all this knowledge, you have this experience of this journey. Share it with the world. I appreciate everybody who helped me on my journey. Now I'm going to help some people on their journey. And this can come in a variety of ways. Really, it's up to you. But share your journey with other people so that they too can be... Keep getting phone call from this. Share your gift of wisdom, experience, and knowledge with the community. So there you have it, guys. That's the hero's journey, adapted from Joseph Campbell. Isn't he smart? So this is one thing that I do. This is an ingredient in my weight loss recipe that helps me stay motivated. And motivation really is the key here. Once we lose motivation, it's tough to be able to do anything. It's tough to get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. It's tough to eat a whole mess of broccoli instead of a whole mess of ribs. But you can do it. Keep adding to your recipe, try different things, and eventually your dish will taste as delicious as possible. That's a metaphor for saying you'll be successful on your weight loss transformation. My email address is below. If you want one of these bad boys, if you don't want to do any of the research yourself, I'll send you one of these. I might even send you a picture of me, personalized, signed. And don't forget to check out Anna Verhulst, her TED Talk. I'll link it below. What do you think of this idea of weight loss as a recipe? What do you think of self-hero visualization? You think it's sweet? What about visual motivations? Do they help? Do you put pictures of like sweet looking dudes in your house? Do you use other kinds of visual motivations? What ingredients do you use in your weight loss recipes? I want to hear about it below. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. And I love you, and I'm like a mother hen keeping you all in my wing. And that's it. Do you guys even like meatloaf? Because I hate it. It's disgusting. Meat shouldn't be in a loaf form. Only bread.